In a second, I am going to undertake a real supervisor interview. The hiring manager is going to ask me some really difficult questions to assess my suitability for the supervisor role I have applied for. Therefore, if you have a supervisor interview coming up anytime soon, make sure you watch this interview. Once the interview is over, I will tell you where you can instantly download my 17 scripted answers to difficult supervisor interview questions. Okay, here I am about to give some top scoring answers to difficult supervisor interview questions. Please take notes.
Welcome to your supervisor interview. Please start off and tell me about yourself.
Thank you for this opportunity. I am a loyal and trustworthy leader who supports the senior management team in achieving the company's long-term goals. I am self-motivated and will drive a team forward in achieving key performance indicators by quickly assessing each team member's strengths so I can delegate and also provide coaching and mentoring so everyone in the team realizes their full potential. I have experience supervising challenging teams, and I will never shy away from making difficult and unpopular decisions that are in my employer's best interests. I am a high achiever. In my last supervisor position, I turned around an underperforming team and I helped the company become a market leader. Finally, I have the knowledge, certifications, management experience and desire to come into this supervisor role and make a real difference to your organisation. And I look forward to sharing additional details in the interview regarding my suitability for this supervisor role.
Okay, great. Thank you for that answer. Now tell me, why do you want to be a supervisor?
I want to be a supervisor because of the responsibility that comes with the role. I thrive when I am the person who is responsible for achieving difficult targets, projects and goals. I also want to be a supervisor because I will have the autonomy in the role to make decisions that drive business success. There is something very rewarding about making decisions as a supervisor that help your employer grow and achieve success. Finally, I want to be a supervisor because no 2 days are ever the same, and I get the opportunity to coach, train and motivate people to be the best they can be, and I find that very rewarding.
Thank you, Richard. Tell me, why do you want to work for our company as a supervisor?
I want to work for your company because you are a leader in this industry, you support your supervisors and staff, and you have ambitious plans for the future. I want to be a supervisor here for many years to come, and I view your company as forward-thinking and innovative. I believe I will be very happy as your supervisor if I am successful. Finally, I want to work for your company because people I have consulted who already work here have said great things about the senior management team and how you operate an inclusive and positive workplace culture.
What will you do in the first 30 days of becoming a supervisor for our company?
I will do 3 things within the first 30 days of starting work as your supervisor. Number 1, I will meet with you, my senior manager, to gain a brief on what is expected of me in the role and to also determine how I can help you achieve your strategic and operational goals. Second, I will then introduce myself to my team and explain that I will monitor their performance for 1 week before conducting performance reviews. I will then hold a team meeting to outline my expected standards, my values and work plan. And finally, during the first 30 days, I will read and learn all company policies and procedures and then seek ways to improve company processes and also increase sales. I have actually brought with me a 30, 60 and 90-day plan that tells you exactly what I will do in the first 3 months of starting work as your supervisor, and I would like to give you a copy at the end of the interview.
That's great to hear, thank you. What's your management style?
As a supervisor, my management style is a combination of autocratic, delegative and transformational. I am autocratic when needed, especially in time-sensitive situations. I will give clear instructions and guide my team to success. I am delegative and ensure I allocate tasks to team members based on their strengths. And finally, I am transformational. I explain to my team the importance of change, provide relevant training, and ensure we embrace the opportunities that are present in the industry.
Thank you. Now tell me, how would you motivate your team as a supervisor?
I motivate a team in 4 ways. First, I provide training so everyone is equipped to do their jobs properly. Second, I communicate with my team regularly to keep them updated on our goals and the progress of the company. Third, I conduct performance reviews every 6 months to assess each team member's training needs, provide goals for them to achieve, and also to assess their development. And finally, number 4, I give praise when it is earned. By using a combination of these methods, any team I am supervising will stay motivated.
Okay, thank you. How would you handle a conflict between team members?
As a supervisor, if I identify conflict between team members, I make them aware that I know it's present. I encourage them to find an amicable solution to the conflict because this empowers them to develop conflict resolution skills. I then monitor the situation, and if they are unable to overcome the conflict themselves, I will step in and provide clear guidance as to how it can be resolved.
Richard, tell me, how would you deal with underperformance as a supervisor?
I always deal with underperformance quickly because if I leave it unchecked, it sets a really bad example to the rest of the team. I will speak to the team member privately to ask them questions as to why they are underperforming. This is important because they might be experiencing personal problems, in which case I can support them. If there is an unacceptable reason why they are underperforming, I will give clear instructions as to how it can be resolved, provide training, and then closely monitor the situation.
What is your biggest weakness as a supervisor?
My biggest weakness as a supervisor is impatience. I sometimes get slightly frustrated when the progress of my team is held up by the lack of action by stakeholders, suppliers or contractors. However, I have been working hard to improve my influencing skills to persuade others to increase their work output.
That's the end of your supervisor interview. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. I have just 3 questions I would like to ask, please. The first question is, what are the top 3 priorities for me in this supervisor role? My second question is, how do you see the organisation progressing in the medium to long term? And my third question is, how often would I meet with the senior management team to discuss my objectives? Okay, so there you have it. Brilliant. Top scoring answers to difficult supervisor interview questions. Now, the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download my 17 scripted answers to difficult supervisor interview questions. You will get all of the answers I just gave in that interview, plus additional great responses. To get the scripted answers right now, click that link. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honour and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for passing your supervisor interview. Have a great day.